Sustainable economic growth and poverty reduction addresses a complex set of issues that call for the development of all sectors of the economy to meet the needs of the current generation without compromising the long term needs of future generations. Transport is one of the key sectors that play crucial roles in achieving the goals of poverty eradication and sustainable development. The transport sector is very much linked and influences development in other sectors of the economy. Road transport is the most dominant mode of motorized transport in Sierra Leone, accounting for 80% of the goods traffic and 90% of the passenger traffic in Sierra Leone. In spite of the efforts made by Sierra Leonean government and their development partners in formulating and implementing measures, policies, strategies, and programs, you name it, develop an adequate, safe, secure, and affordable transport system that supports efforts to eradicate poverty and bring about sustainable development, a wide gap still exists between planned targets and the level of achievement. This can be attributed to the numerous challenges and constraints that the region faces in relation to development of sustainable transport systems. The major challenges and constraints includes inadequate human and institutional capacity. Although the number of workers in Sierra Leone public transport enterprises and agencies is relatively high, the availability of skilled personnel is limited in most transport organizations. In addition to lack of adequate skilled human resources, institutions are also lacking appropriate powers and technical capacity to formulate, plan, and manage infrastructural development and services and to regulate and enforce policies and regulations. Negative impact of transport on the environment. Despite the critical importance of the transport system in economic development and poverty reduction, it is also associated with significant adverse effects on the environment. The most serious environmental concerns usually associated with the construction of roads, railways, airports, and seaports are the destruction of forests and other ecosystems, including wildlife, land degradation, particularly through soil erosion on land adjacent to the infrastructure, and changes made to drainage systems and geological formations. Transport costs. Wow. Sierra Leone has one of the highest transport costs in Africa. Really? Transport services are unaffordable to many Sierra Leonean citizens as transport costs are high compared to the average income of the citizens. Travel costs in Sierra Leone cities have a share of 21.7% of the GDP. Amazing. Amazing. Wow. The already high transport costs have been exacerbated in the last few years by the energy crisis associated with high and volatile oil prices. Factors including limited skills of managerial and operational staff, as well as poor transport facilitation, play significant roles in the high transport costs in Sierra Leone. Poor transport safety and security. The prevailing poor state of road safety remains a serious challenge in Sierra Leone, as accidents and the resulting loss of life and destruction of property is assumed into liable proportions. Infrastructure and services are critical to Sierra Leone's sustainable development. Effective mobility and timely access to goods and services require well-developed, safe, secure, and affordable transport network and services. However, Sierra Leone transport system has not yet been developed, even to the level of other developing countries in Africa and the rest of the world. Ongoing initiatives have shown that the potential for speeding up implementation of commitments and achievement of goals and targets does not exist. This, however, requires the right set of measures to be undertaken in the area of policy, strategy, resource mobilization, and capacity building. The biggest challenge remains the translation of policies and strategies to concrete action in timely manner. To address this aspect requires provision in timely manner of financial and other resources and strengthening and achieving good corporate and public system. Transport is among the key sectors that play crucial roles in the effort to achieve sustainable economic growth and poverty reduction, thereby bringing about sustainable development in Africa. In order for the transport sector to play its rightful role, it has to be developed into a coordinated manner with the ultimate aim of bringing about a reliable, efficient, safe, and environmentally sound system of moving passengers and goods.